Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I have such a great topic today, and that's transformation. Now, why did I choose transformation? Well, I think that we've all had moments in our life where we're kind of forced to transform, or maybe you chose it yourself, whether you think you did or you didn't. Maybe you woke up and said, I need something different. But right on the other side of that is the crap show of transformation. And I call it crap show because what we don't talk about is the person, the feeling, the choices that we have to make to be able to transform. And that can be a lonely thing. That can feel like you're in a wave of nothingness. It can feel like you have no idea where to go or what to do or who to turn to or anything like that. And a lot of things that also happen in transformation is that everything falls apart. Everything that doesn't align to that transformation blows up. And that's why I'm sitting here talking about it, because we all think or have heard it's so love and light, let's transform, la la la. Well, the flip side of that is it's not all love and light. In fact, there's a lot of darkness in it too. And I don't mean that to be fear based, but what I mean is you ask for the transformation and you are coming up against every single piece of you, part of you, that isn't in alignment with that. And you know what that means? That means you're going to see things that you wish you didn't. You're going to look into things within you that you didn't even know were there, but they're coming up for you to work through it. And so it's like the butterfly. You're in that cocoon, basically turning into goop, and you're that goop during a transformation. You are the nothingness. You have to start from scratch to be able to transform. And that is so hard, because you know what? That means that you choose every single day to be the person that you were wanting to transform to. And that's going to mean that you do things that are uncomfortable, that you start choosing a different way to do things, to feel. You start looking at yourself and saying, oh, I chose that before. Why? And then you go into that spiral, which I don't want you to think that a spiral is bad. I just want you to think of it as a staircase. You're going up the spiral, but each level you hit on that spiral is a new level into self, into yourself. Because, yeah, I would love it if we could all be love and light, not have any wounds, not have any issues, not have any things that hold us back. Wouldn't we'd have peace on earth if that were the case, right? But we don't have that right now. What we have are these unconscious patterns and things and behaviors that hold us back from that transformation. But you can get through it. And you're going to have to be okay with being uncomfortable. You're going to have to be okay with not being okay. And that's such a cliche. I know it is. I know that that's such a cliche, because if we could just wake up and snap our fingers and let life flow instead of trying to control it, because when we go through a transformation, we're trying to control things. That's the human nature. That is the human experience. We want to be on the other side right away because it's uncomfortable, because you don't know what's next. You don't know what's going to happen. You know how scary that is? You know how scary life can be when all you do is wake up and you're like, okay, well, what do I do? I know. It's not easy being the goop. It's not easy to ask yourself those tough questions, like maybe you decided on a new life path. Maybe you decided to switch careers. Or maybe you said, I don't want to behave that way anymore. But the flip side of that is that what are you without those things? What are you without those relationships? Who are you without those things? Because if you've been going across your life for the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever, and you try to change something, there is something inside of you that is going to push back because it'll be new. It'll be uncomfortable. You will have to expand into the person that you want to be, into the behavior that you're wanting to bring in. And it's going to be okay, even in the days and the moments and the times that you feel like you can't put one foot in front of the other. You can, and you will. Because at the end of the day, you can always fall back on what you have. Maybe you wake up and you're like, man, I don't think I can do this anymore. Insert whatever you can't do. Whether that be go to this place, I can't be with this person, I can't even interact in this way anymore. Okay, so choose something different. And if that doesn't work out, whatever you chose doesn't work out, then guess what? You go back to those people, places, and things, and you're fine. And everything will be as it was, but you got yourself to try something different. You transformed. Even if you decided that that transformation isn't actually what you wanted, you still went through it. You still became the butterfly. You tried it. You didn't hold yourself back. And that is transformation. Transformation is being willing to look at, to feel, and to understand things that we haven't wanted to up to that point. And sometimes it blows up in your face. Sometimes the choices that you make blow up. Sometimes the places that you're in don't align. And the same thing goes for relationships. Sometimes they don't come with you into that transformation. And that is scary. It's scary to wake up and think, wow, am I going to have to do this alone? Am I okay with being alone? The answer is yes. You are okay. Is it going to be weird? Of course it is. Is it going to feel uncomfortable? Yeah. Are you going to make it through? Of course you are. Because nothing can keep you from moving through that transformation besides you. You're the only one that can hold yourself back. You want to be seen, so do you see yourself? And if you want to be seen, where are you not putting yourself to be seen? You want to be heard? Why are you speaking your truth? Are you afraid to speak your truth? You want to be loved? Do you know how to love yourself? Do you know how to open your heart to yourself? And to see those little tiny shadows, or if you don't resonate with shadows, those little tiny parts of you that are keeping you from that transformation that you're wanting. Maybe you have an abandonment wound. Maybe you have a fear of being loved for who you really are. Or maybe, just maybe, you're afraid to take the leap because what's on the other side is unknown. So you keep doing what you're doing and you hold yourself back from that transformation that you so desperately wanted because it doesn't look like the way that you thought it was going to look like. It's not feeling the way you thought it was going to feel. But that's the thing. If we want to reach that next level of our life, then we have to be willing to let fall away and to let things fall apart in order for us to move through into that new life, into that new way of being, into that new way of feeling. Because we asked for it. We wanted it. Whether you think you did or you didn't. You did. And I sit here and yeah, I'm all smiles and joy and love, but I have my moments too where I'm not those things. And my transformation isn't any easier than what you guys go through. In fact, I just commit. I commit to the uncomfortableness. I commit to not knowing until I need to know. And I commit to myself. And sometimes that's not easy. Sometimes that's really tough. But if I can do it, I know you can do it. And with that, have a good day.